Scorpio, the sign of mystery, power, and rebirth. You feel everything more deeply than anyone else. But for that very reason, you can easily get trapped in invisible emotional whirlpools. Sometimes it's not the outside world working against you, but rather the blocked energies within you that are restricting the flow of prosperity. There is a way to break this cycle, a simple yet ancient ritual that has stood the test of time. A practice that can purify your soul, remove unseen obstacles, and activate the hidden financial power within you. But only those who are truly ready to step into this energetic space can fully experience the transformation. Let's explore this in today's video. You did not come into this world to live in scarcity. Scorpio does not accept mediocrity. You understand that everything moves in cycles: prosperity and decline, destruction and rebirth. But why are there times when you feel stuck? Money comes and goes, opportunities pass like the wind, and no matter how hard you try, an invisible force seems to pull you back. It's not because you're not talented enough or hardworking enough. It's because something within you has yet to be released. Scorpio is a sign of transformation, but even rebirth needs a starting point. There are old energies clinging to you, worries about money, memories that no longer serve you, unconscious beliefs you've absorbed from the past. They act like dust settling over your financial flow, clogging a path that was meant to be clear. But you know this, nothing lasts forever. You can burn away what no longer serves you, just as the phoenix sets itself aflame, only to rise again stronger than before. I am not talking about miracles. I am talking about your own agency, the act of facing what holds you back, accepting it, and then letting it go. If you are ready, there is a way to do this, an ancient yet simple ritual, powerful enough to reach the deepest layers of your energy. This is not a trick, not a psychological game. This is about breaking the invisible barriers you never even realized were there. And when they collapse, you will finally see what was always meant to be yours: freedom, prosperity, and a new chapter written on your own terms. Some things have existed since the dawn of time, long before humans understood concepts like money, luck, or abundance. They don't need to be advertised or proven. They simply exist as part of the natural flow, governed by invisible laws that few truly understand. Salt is one of those things. I once wondered why the seemingly insignificant substance appears in every culture, every cleansing ritual, every ancient spiritual tradition. People sprinkle salt at their doorsteps to ward off negativity. They dissolve it in water to wash away heavy energies. They bathe in it to cleanse themselves of what no longer belongs to them. Why? Because salt does not only purify what is visible to the eye. It clears away the unseen, the negative thoughts, the lingering worries, the emotional imprints that keep us trapped in old patterns. For Scorpio, this is even more crucial. You do not live on the surface. You feel deeper than anyone else. When you suffer to your very core. When you fear, that fear seeps into every decision, every reaction. But at the same time, you have the power to transform faster than anyone so long as you are willing to face yourself. Salt helps you do that. It does not change your fate, but it clears away the dust obscuring your vision, opening the path for you to walk freely. When it comes to money, every wrong decision stems from a state of chaotic energy. You might think it's due to external circumstances, but in reality, it's how you respond to those circumstances. Salt is not the answer, but it is a tool to help you discard what is unnecessary, to see the truth, to feel with your intuition, unclouded by anxieties, obsessions, or past wounds. Washing your hands with salt is not just a physical act, it is a declaration that you are ready to let go of the old, that you are ready to purify, that you are ready to step into a new version of yourself, sharper, clearer, and wealthier. There are things that cannot be seen but can be felt, like the invisible pressure weighing on you every time you think about money, like the feeling that everything is working against you, even though you have tried your best. If you have ever felt that, stop right now, take a deep breath. There is a way to change this, but it is not found outside of you. It lies in how you connect with yourself, with the energy you are carrying, and I will guide you on how to release it. First, you need space, not just a physical space, but a pause in your mind, a moment without distractions, without the blinding lights that drown out your intuition. I want you to find a quiet room, dim the lights, and let the space around you become still. If you have a black candle, light it. If not, a deep red candle will do. Colors are not just colors, they carry vibrations, and these shades will help you cut through old remnants and open a space where you are in control. If you are sensitive to sound, let a foundational melody help you focus. Do not choose something random. Certain frequencies resonate with transformation, like 432 hertz or 888 hertz, numbers that are not mere coincidences, but are found in the energy cycles of nature. Let the sound weave into you, reaching the hidden corners you may have never even noticed. Next, you need salt, but not the processed kind, not something that has lost its raw essence. sea salt, Himalayan salt that still holds the energy of the earth. If you want to enhance the power of this ritual, add a bit of cinnamon or lavender. They are not just scents, they are energy conductors, expanding awareness and activating the intuition you may have neglected. Now hold the salt in your hands. Do not do this carelessly. Do not think of it as just another step. I want you to close your eyes and feel it. Feel each grain of salt in your palm, tiny crystals that carry millions of years of earth, water, and transformation. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, imagine that all worries, fears about money, and thoughts that have been holding you back are being pushed out of your body. Speak to yourself not as a chant, but as a declaration. I release all limitations and allow abundance to flow into my life. Then dissolve the salt in warm water. Do not rush. Let each grain melt into the water, just as the blockages within you are gradually dissolving. Slowly place your hands into the water, washing each finger, each crevice, each line on your palms. These lines are your map. The pathways your destiny can take in many directions. As you cleanse, visualize all the old energy flowing away, carried off by the water, and whisper to yourself, I cleanse the past. I open a future of wealth and strength. But there is one important thing. Do not pour this water down the drain. Do not let it merge with used, forgotten things. This water carries everything you have just washed away, and you must return it to the earth, to nature, to a place where it can disperse without coming back to haunt you. Pour it outside onto the soil at the base of a tree, and as you do, say, I release all barriers and open the path to prosperity. Finally, dry your hands with a clean towel. Do not rush to leave. I want you to place both hands over your heart. Close your eyes. Envision a future where you are no longer bound by financial worries, where money flows to you naturally, where you do not have to struggle for abundance, it simply exists. Feel it, hold on to it, and say to yourself, I am a magnet for wealth. I was born to be prosperous. This is not magic. This is intentional action. This is how you clear the path so that when opportunities arise, you are no longer trapped by the past. And when that happens, you will understand why the simplest things hold the greatest power. You have washed your hands, you have cleansed yourself, but the flow of energy is not just within you, it surrounds you. Your space where you live, work, sleep, think, it holds the remnants of things you cannot see. Old conversations, worries that once passed through, disappointments you thought you had forgotten. They remain lingering in the shadows, settling into unnoticed corners. If you truly want change, you cannot cleanse yourself only to return to an unchanged environment. Everything must be reset. And once again, salt will be your tool. Start with the foundation, the four corners of your room are 4 connection points, 4 pillars of this space. Place 4 bowls of salt there. Nothing complicated, just simple bowls filled with sea salt. Leave them for 24 hours. During this time, the salt will do its work, absorbing what no longer belongs to you, what is old, what needs to leave. When the time is up, do not keep it. Pour the salt outside, let the wind carry it away, let the water wash it away. Do not overthink it, just know that what you have discarded no longer has a place in your life. But space does not just need to be cleansed, it needs to be refreshed. Bathing in salt water is not just about purifying the body, it is about resetting your energetic state. Prepare warm water, add salt, and if possible, a bit of cinnamon. With cinnamon, because it carries warmth activation, it invites energy to flow. Do not bathe as a routine. Do not just pour water over yourself. Feel it. As the water runs over your skin, imagine it washing away everything that has clung to you for too long. Worries, limitations, financial memories that have kept you stuck in old cycles. Let them flow away so you can emerge with new energy. Your wallet is not just a place to hold money, it is a container for your financial energy. Have you ever noticed that some wallets retain money well while others seem to let it slip away without explanation? A single grain of salt in your wallet may be all you need, just one, not more. Place it in a compartment you do not frequently touch and let it do its work, keeping your financial energy stable, preventing it from leaking through unseen cracks. Replace the salt every 7 days, and each time you do, know that you are resetting your financial flow. Your front door is the boundary between the outside world and your world. Everything passes through it, people, energies, thoughts, intentions. Some things you want to welcome, but others must stop at the threshold. Sprinkle a thin line of salt at your doorway, just enough to create an invisible barrier. Every 2 weeks, refresh it to ensure that what does not belong to you cannot enter. If you want to strengthen this practice, add a bit of ash or cinnamon to the salt. A stronger combination, a more solid layer of protection. And if you want to know whether something is lingering in your space, try the simplest test, the saltwater glass. Fill a glass with water, add 3 tablespoons of sea salt, and place it in a corner of the room where you feel the heaviest energy. Do not touch it. Leave it for 2 days. Then observe. If the water changes color, if bubbles appear, if the glass no longer looks as clear as before, you will know it has absorbed something. Pour it away, wash the glass thoroughly, and if necessary, repeat the process. These are not rituals, they are choices. You can do them or not, but if you truly want change, you must take action. You cannot expect a strong financial flow while your space remains filled with invisible barriers. Salt is a tool, but you are the one who decides. Make the choice consciously, and when you do, let everything unfold as it needs to. Not every moment is the right moment. There are times when transformation happens more easily, when the energy of nature and your own energy align in the most complete way. You do not need to believe in the moon cycles to feel this. You just need to pay attention on new moon nights. Something in the air feels quieter, as if the world is ready to reset everything. On full moon nights, emotions become clearer, stronger, the light spreading like a reminder that nothing can remain hidden forever. These are ideal moments for your practice, not because the moon holds magical power, but because you are aligning yourself with a natural cycle where everything is reborn and grows according to its rhythm. If you do this on a new moon night, you are planting seeds. You are telling the universe that you are ready to begin something new, that you have cleansed the old and are now laying the foundation for a new financial flow. If you do it on a full moon night, you are amplifying. You are attracting, receiving, allowing your financial energy to reach its peak. The timing is not as important as your awareness of it, because when you act with full consciousness, you have already created a shift in your mindset. Scent is not just a sensory experience, it is a bridge between the conscious and the subconscious. The right fragrance can open doors within you, pulling you out of stagnation and placing you in a different energetic state. Eucalyptus essential oil cleanses, sweeping away entanglements. It is like a breeze clearing old dust from your mind, leaving behind clarity and freshness. Frankincense is different. It reaches deep inside, awakening the strongest part of your intuition, the part that knows everything happens for a reason, that nothing is random. Let these scents be the foundation of your practice. Burn a bit of frankincense, place a few drops of eucalyptus in your palms, inhale deeply. Let them sink into you. Let them activate what needs to be activated. But the most important thing is still your mind. You can do all of this perfectly, but if your mind remains trapped in old thoughts, nothing will change. When you wash your hands, when you cleanse your energy, I want you to visualize. Not just vaguely think about something, but see it as clearly as if it has already happened. See yourself living in abundance, feel your financial flow strengthening, see doors opening, opportunities appearing, the numbers in your account increasing. Not as a distant dream, but as an inevitability. You do not visualize to wish, you visualize to affirm. This is not a psychological trick. This is how you reprogram yourself. You have been conditioned to think in repetitive patterns of lack, limitation, and struggle. Now, you need to create a new pathway in your mind, one where wealth is no longer something distant, but your natural state. When you combine all these elements, timing, space, scent, and mindset, you are not just performing a ritual. You are changing the way you connect with the world. And when you change that, everything else will follow. You have completed the ritual, going through each step with awareness. But there is one thing I want you to understand clearly. The ritual is just a tool. It is not what brings prosperity to you. You are the deciding factor. Everything you just did, washing your hands with salt, visualizing wealth, cleansing your space, none of it will matter if you do not truly change from within. This world operates on principles that most people do not notice. One of them is the principle of energetic resonance. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you still see money as something elusive, if you still feel anxious when checking your bank account, if you still allow past financial experiences to dictate your beliefs about abundance, then no matter how many rituals you perform, the outcome will remain the same. But if you truly understand this, if you use this ritual as a way to reset your beliefs, everything will start to shift. Not immediately. Not in some miraculous way where money falls into your lap. It will start with the smallest things, an unexpected opportunity, a door that opens, a right decision that you would have hesitated to make before. And from these small moments, a new flow will form. I want you to do something. Take a piece of paper and write the sentence, I release all barriers and welcome limitless wealth. Write it once, then write it again, not as an exercise, not as a routine. Let each letter be a declaration. As you write, pay attention to how your body feels. If doubt arises, keep writing until it dissolves. If a part of you feels undeserving, face it. Understand that these limitations do not come from your true nature. They come from what you have heard, what you have experienced, what you have absorbed from your surroundings. But you are not the same person anymore. You are resetting everything. When you finish writing, keep the paper somewhere visible, somewhere you will see it every day. Not to force yourself to remember it, but to embed it into your subconscious, reinforcing that you have stepped into a new state of being. Read it every morning, every night, not as a mantra, but as an affirmation of the person you are becoming. But do not stop there. Observe how you react to money in the coming days. When you receive money, no matter how little, how do you feel? Are you grateful, or do you worry that it will disappear quickly? When you spend money, do you feel a sense of loss, or do you see it as part of a natural flow? These small reactions are signs of whether you have truly changed. If you still feel anxiety, if you still find yourself trapped in old thought patterns, return to the ritual. Repeat it not because you need to do it multiple times for results, but because sometimes one time is not enough to break through deeply rooted barriers. Keep doing it until you genuinely feel the difference.